guys also found in their opener a week ago, so we got a couple of teams here desperately trying to avoid that 0-2 start. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Pick up of 6, brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Patriots defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough again. The pass currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think
his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple.
How we doing, everyone in chat? Spam some W's.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's May. Launching one for Henderson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Guys, man, complete over the middle. It's Bell. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
10 yards. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
A run straight ahead with Achane. Able to slither by through the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Oh, he shifts past him. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The drive begins with a run by Henderson. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. They're going to throw. May. He finds Douglas complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Patriots first down.
From the shotgun, May with it. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
May going to give it to Henderson. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Henderson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. From the 43, here's second down and 8. To throw, it's May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To the air, May. He finds his man, complete. It's Douglas. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
That's another Patriots first down. A gain of 16 yards.
Straight ahead, Henderson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll throw with May. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. Past the 20. 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, and en route, going into a little bit of traffic, maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Here's Jones on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And the Patriots first down.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's May. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing here is is made. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here's Henderson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. 2nd and 3. And he's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. To throw is Rodgers. This one thrown underneath to Achane. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
The Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Rodgers. That's into the hands of Toby. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Patriots have it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone down. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. May looking to run. Gets this complete to Butte. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. And fortunately here for them, he's going to be taken down before he can gather much momentum on the run back. So no fireworks on the final field goal attempt, and that'll do it for this first half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. From the shotgun, it's May. He finds his man, complete. That's Douglas. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll look to throw here. He'll try to pick it up himself. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
He may go. The way in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. They'll get this to Bell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he stopped immediately there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense that came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard.
And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
They go play action now. May. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Incomplete. That is 3 plays and out.
They'll try and throw for it with May. Looking deep here for Dobbs. Oh, and that is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. The Dolphins on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's May. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
May's pass, complete to Kayshon Boutte. It's a gain of 4. And
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He finds his man, complete. It's Douglas. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll drop the throw. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On first down, it's Henderson. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second and 10. They're going to throw. May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To the right side, this is Henderson. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers.
They've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Now Rodgers. That's caught by Toby. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is secured by the Patriots. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it in.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll throw with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Stevenson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking,
Took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll try and run. Henderson. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down 27-21, 26 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
And he clocks it with just 10 seconds left. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Rodgers to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins.
Chose this way of living now, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that